It's Thursday, August 28th, and it's time for Q&A. I am back. I think it's been a week since I've recorded one of these, had the most amazing trip to Italy, and we are ready to get back into action. Great questions today. How to keep my workout regime while traveling. That was very timely. That's from James. Helena is in a calorie deficit, training super hard. Um, Belly weight isn't shifting. We're going to talk about that. And last one, what's good to cleanse my lymphatic system? I have some ideas. So if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Elizabeth from Happy, Healthy, and Hot. I'm a 59-year-old double certified health and weight loss coach, author, content creator, and three-time finalist in the Maximum Cover Girl competition in my late 50s, competing with women mostly in their 20s and 30s because it's time to tell a new story about aging. And I have so many resources for you. So I'm going to drop in the caption to this video links. You can sign up for my email list. That's totally free. If you're interested in more of the health and weight loss stuff, check out my latest book, Happier, Healthier, and Hotter. I'm going to link it all below. It's all down there for you. I want to dive into these. I don't want this to be a whole commercial. I want to dive into these questions. So let's start with the one from James about keeping up with my workouts while traveling. Well, my workouts are mostly walking. And when I travel, I walk even more. So it's so easy. It's so easy. Most of the time, so my workouts at home consist of walking 15,000 steps a day is always my goal. Many days go higher. And I do a small amount of resistance training, 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, usually some planks. Lately, I've actually just recently I've started bouncing on my rebounder again. Um, so when I'm traveling, I'm always getting the steps in, sometimes even more. And then the resistance training, it kind of depends. I've never in my life used like a hotel gym or anything. Like I don't go to a new country or a new city to explore the gym. I travel to explore the world. So I'm going to get my steps in, and sometimes I will take a couple minutes of, in the hotel room or wherever to do some planks and stuff like that. This latest trip, the Amalfi Coast, I didn't do that, but we walked. Not only did we get in well over 15,000 steps a day, it was usually over 20. It was all hills. It's all hills. So every single thing, you're either going up or down. Like it is a workout. Getting to the shopping area of Capri, some people take a cable car up. We walked. It's like a hike. So that's how I keep up. I walk everywhere when I travel. I love, I think exploring on foot is the best way to see a new area. And the one day we were on a 4 hour boat tour, so I wasn't walking then. I was just having the time of my life. But everywhere else we walked, and it was amazing, amazing, amazing. And then, again, as I always like to point out, the reason my workouts are so effective, even though they're fairly minimal, is because of the way I eat, prioritizing protein and produce. And that's all outlined in both my cookbooks, which you can grab in the links or in the caption. Next question from my beautiful friend, Helena. Helena is 54. She is in a calorie deficit. She says she's training super hard, but the belly weight isn't shifting. And so I don't know the details here, Helena, but I want to get into this. Um, Maybe you're training too hard. I'm just going to throw that out there. So, yes, we need to be in a calorie deficit to get rid of fat. There's no magic shake, pill, or powder. At the end of the day, we need to be in a calorie deficit. We need to be burning off more than we're taking in. But when we're in a calorie deficit and we're also training really hard, and I don't know exactly what Helene is doing, it is stressful to our bodies. And ultimately, training too hard could be raising your cortisol a bit. And I'm not talking about cortisol all the time. I know it's like trendy right now. But when cortisol levels are raised, we are more likely to hold on to fat in our bellies. So I'm wondering if maybe switch some things up with your training. I would definitely look at as much. I know, and Helena, I know that you're doing all like you are putting your heart and soul into this. So I'm also going to ask you to be patient because sometimes it just takes time for things to shift. But I look at really, I know you get your steps in to really focus on the things like walking that don't raise our cortisol. Um, to look at what you can do. And again, I know you're training hard. Planks are so amazing. Anything you do to strengthen that core. But I wouldn't get frustrated. You have already done so much. You have lost a lot of weight. I know you are on a lifelong, like, you are a fitness girl. You are doing this. You're not stopping. You're not giving up. And sometimes when we first, I know you've lost a fair amount of weight. And, sometimes we start to see things shift after a while. So I would definitely give it time. I would be patient. And, I say like for a flat belly, I say focus on planks, protein and positivity. But really, the planks, again, that strength training, it's like built in shapewear. You already know about increasing your protein and the positivity, believing, knowing that what you're doing is working, knowing that there are so many benefits to what you're doing, and really getting in that place of feeling so good about where you are and so good about where you are going, which is amazing. And I am so incredibly proud of you, my friend. And last question, I'm not sure of this person's name. This came in on my Instagram question box. What's good to cleanse my lymphatic system? You know what's good? A rebounder. Bouncing on a mini trampoline is amazing, amazing, amazing. So right now, lymphatic drainage is having a moment. Everybody's talking about it on TikTok and everything. And it is a thing. Our lymphatic system, I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm glad it's trending right now because it's something we need to talk about. Lymphatic system is actually draining toxins from our body. And the best thing for your lymphatic system is to simply move your body. That's going to make a difference. But some things that can really help are bouncing, even sitting on an exercise ball and just gently bouncing. The balance trainer that has that little bit of instability, but a little mini trampoline, a little rebounder or a big trampoline, they are amazing. So I've started using mine daily again. It's one of those things that kind of cycle in and out. But I did an experiment many years ago where my only workout was bouncing on my rebounder every day. Some days as little as 5 minutes, other days much longer, just depending on how I felt. And I was getting my walks in. I was walking my dogs. I had two dogs at the time, but I wasn't doing any other training. And I did that for a full month. And my belly has never been flatter. And I wasn't doing planks or crunches or any of that. So I really do believe there is something to the rebounding. So some things that I do as well to just keep my lymphatic system, to keep everything moving. When I get in the shower, um, and you can do this simply with your hands. Actually, I have a tool that I'll use under my arms first, because that's a great, and then here, and then I do it on my jawline. But then once I have my face lathered up and I'm washing my face, I get in there kind of with my knuckles. I start here, and you can kind of go down like right in front of my ears. I can actually feel drainage happening in my face. And then I'll just go, kind of like scoop up. I'll go, if my eyes are puffy at all, I'll just literally just use my fingers gently, go up my forehead like this. And then again, you want to get that drainage going. So I will do that with my hands in the shower. My face is lathered up. It's kind of got that little slip going. And that also really seems to help. And it does. I mean, I do see a difference in my face, especially when there's that little puffiness around my eyes. So hope you found this helpful. Drop any questions for my next Q&A, which will be tomorrow, in the comments, and I'll be back. I'm back to doing this. I'm back from the Amalfi Coast. So I'm back to doing this on a regular basis. Thank you so much for being here and have the most amazing day.